The story begins at the eastern region Xian Tian Sect, where a pair of black swans are tenderly entwined by the lakeside. The tranquil atmosphere is suddenly shattered by a scream of agony. The sound comes from an old man standing by the lake, startling the lovebirds who squawk in surprise. The old man looks at his wrinkled face reflected in the water, unable to believe the image before him. Jun Lin did not expect that while he was just dozing off in class, upon waking, he would find himself in the body of an old man. He feels despair, pain, and tears stream down his face as he laments his fate. Once a tall young man of 185 centimeters, just entering university and yet to enjoy the beauty of life, he now finds himself an old man close to death, which he cannot accept. Jun Lin trembles in anger, his eyes red and unwilling to resign. He shouts in fury, "If I've crossed over, then this old man must be a hidden expert. I want to see his memories." Through the remnants of his past memories, he learns that the world he is in is called the Kunlun realm, where cultivators are revered. The hierarchy of cultivators is divided as follows: refined qi, foundation establishment, golden elixir, yuaning, divinity, integration, great ascension, save lives, and true immortal. The current body of Jun Lin is the host's home. Jun Lin is exceptionally talented and reached the golden elixir stage at a young age. Due to his outstanding giftedness, he was chosen to join the Misty Peak Xian Tian Sect, one of the 6 major sects in the eastern region of Wasteland Province, an opportunity not easily afforded to everyone. However, during an operation to eliminate evil cultivators, he was ambushed. His dantian was destroyed, resulting in the complete loss of his cultivation, turning him into a waste. After more than a decade, he became dull-witted, living in negativity, and completely resigned, remaining on the mountain without concern for worldly affairs. Until he reached the age of 110, Jun Lin's complexion suddenly changed. He thought of something, feeling an overwhelming fear that made him sweat profusely, his whole body trembling, and his eyes brimming with tears. After all this time, I am just an ordinary person. Moreover, based on my previous age, shouldn't I die at any moment? I just crossed over. But recalling his experiences of writing web novels for many years, Jun Lin gradually calmed down. In his mind, he suddenly thought, if it's a crossover, there must be a system. So surely fate will not cut off my path. He forcefully slammed his cane down on the ground, his face full of arrogance, pointing to the sky and shouting loudly, "System, your father is here, come out and face me." But the heavens replied to the youth with a painful blow, and there was no movement in any direction. "Are you playing hide and seek with me? Hurry up, stop messing around." Jun Lin looked pitiful. "System Gidge, I was wrong, that was just a joke. Please say something." Looking at the silent space, Jun Lin felt a bit desperate, but suddenly he remembered something. He quickly groped his body, searching for his last bit of hope. Maybe it's not a system save. What if it's the ring of the master of the sect? So that I won't bully the old and poor a little. Then he found an old ring and lowered his voice to ask, "Dude, old man, are you in there?" Seeing that the ring still showed no sign of change, Jun Lin panicked and angrily shouted, "Old man, don't pretend, I know you're hiding in there." After a long while without any response from the ring, he despairingly threw it away. At this moment, Jun Lin could no longer maintain his composure. He angrily raised his stick to the sky and cursed, "Damn it, old heavens." Hearing these curses, the system could no longer stay hidden and had to reveal itself, warning the young man about his language. Measurement detection indicates that the host is cursing quite badly, so this system has to activate a passive response. Please refrain from swearing and strive to be a civilized person. Jun Lin was so overjoyed to see the system that he felt like crying, but he also blamed the system for being somewhat untrustworthy, almost causing him trouble. It was suspected that this book was following the mortal line. The system then issued a notification, "We apologize, it was a bit deep in sleep before, and this system has just woken up. To make it up to the host, we are giving a beginner's gift pack. Would you like to open it?" Without any hesitation, Jun Lin shouted, "Open it for me." The system granted him a special ability. The stronger he faced, the stronger he became. As long as he confronted any opponent with a higher realm than his own, he would permanently receive cultivation one level higher than that opponent. Moreover, there are no side effects. Jun Lin was astonished and said, "Is that true? For example, what if I am an ordinary person now?" In his heart, he couldn't help but have doubts about confronting immortals, but the system assured him that there would be no problems. Hearing this, Jun Lin was extremely excited, but if that's really the case, doesn't that mean I will be invincible? I can always be a step ahead of my opponents, so what's the point of cultivating anymore? Cultivate my ass. Seeing this, the system immediately doused the young man with a cold splash of reality. The kind system reminds the host that there is only 1 hour left before the end of your life. At that moment, he felt as if he had been struck dumb. No way, am I really about to die? I need to quickly go down the mountain to find someone and pretend to collide in order to extend my lifespan. Thinking this, Jun Lin leaned on his staff and took heavy steps down the mountain. He hadn't gone very far when he was already gasping for breath and sighed to the system, "You said the heavenly demon is waiting at the top of the mountain. Thanks to you, I'm being bothered right now." The system displayed a notification once again, kindly reminding him, the remaining time for the host to live is 35 minutes. Hearing the system, Jun Lin became even angrier and shouted, "Enough with the urging, it feels like a funeral procession. Will my old bones be able to keep up?" At this moment, at the peak of the distant mountain, dark clouds suddenly gathered, covering the entire sky. The thunder boomed, catching Jun Lin's attention, causing him to startle and wonder, what's going on? Are those black monsters demon beasts? Su Yunlan, along with the disciples and elders, had gathered. He, filled with rage, shouted, "How audacious! Which monstrous being dares to disturb my Tian sect?" The Qingping demon king hovered in the air, arrogantly threatening, Tian sect is a shameless bunch. This demon king is still alive, and today, I will definitely wipe them out. Seeing his arrogance, Su Yunlan could not hide his anger. Years ago, he severely wounded the one who slaughtered the Li kingdom, knocking him down a vertical cliff of thousands of feet. Unbeknownst to him, this guy had survived by sheer luck and brought a pack of beasts to seek revenge. However, he instead feels grateful for returning hatred. The Qingping demon king hovered in the air, emanating a terrifying aura, laughing loudly. Is this enough to rely on? Feeling the pressure from him, Su Yunlan immediately changed color and shouted, "What? You have broken through to the nascent soul stage." An elder asked in panic what they should do. A strong nascent soul stage opponent was not something they could contend with. Seeing this, Yunlan turned around and said loudly, "Even so, we cannot sit back and wait. At this point, we can only fight to the death, determined to protect the Tian sect." With that, he and everyone else charged forward together. Then, one person and one demon rushed into battle. Qingping demon king commanded, "All of you, come at me, kill these filthy Taoists." At the foot of the mountain, Jun Lin witnessed the scene before him, his trembling hand raised in desperation, "Someone, come and help me." But there was no fairy to hear his plea at that moment, only the system's reminder, "Host currently has 20 minutes of lifespan left, quickly take measures to save yourself." Seeing this, Jun Lin felt despondent, only able to cry out, "No way, must I go to reincarnation so soon? They are too far from me, they can't hear me at all." Knowing that he had little time left, Jun Lin had no choice but to continue using his cane to climb the mountain. Returning to the battle between the Qingping demon king and the people of the Tian sect, it was currently taking place with great intensity. The Qingping demon king laughed proudly, "So weak. If this is all the strength you have, then today marks the end of the Tian sect. I will show you how powerful the nascent soul stage truly is." As soon as he finished speaking, he unleashed a massive beam of light, carrying overwhelming pressure down upon them. A few people were struck and stumbled to the ground. Yunlan, with blood dripping from the corner of his mouth, struggled to sit up while holding his stomach. There's no other way, the gap between the golden elixir stage and the nascent soul stage is just too great. Seeing their pitiful state, the Qingping demon king couldn't help but burst into loud laughter. "Haha, is there anyone else who wants to resist? Just sit still and wait for death. At that moment, on a mountain not far away, a loud shout rang out, "Hey, you stupid bird, come back here. Stop looking around, I'm talking to you." Hearing this, the Qingping Demon King was startled and turned toward the source of the sound. Seeing the old man provoking him, he became furious. "The damned old man! You really don't want to live anymore, do you? You dare to insult me?" Jun Lin's face turned red, and he shouted loudly into the speaker provocatively. "If the stupid bird is unconvinced, come here and fight me. I have been waiting for you here since this afternoon. If you don't come, you are just my grandson." Fortunately, the young man rummaged through the old man's house and found a speaker. As long as he used spirit stones, he could activate and use this speaker. Feeling belittled, the Qingping Demon King was furious and wanted to burrow into the ground. In his entire life, he had never met anyone so arrogant. At this moment, all eyes were focused on Jun Lin. The group could not believe that this was their junior brother. A woman exclaimed, "Oh my God! Is that the legendary Misty Peak?" A few were unable to hide their astonishment because they knew Jun Lin had withdrawn from the world for decades, so how could he suddenly appear here? They feared he wanted to lend a hand, but unfortunately, he was assassinated back then, his cultivation completely destroyed, turning him into a waste. Another person exclaimed in shock, "Jun Lin dares to mock the Qingping Demon King. Isn't he seeking death?" Qingping Demon King laughed loudly, his tone mocking, "Haha, so it turns out to be the useless person from a few decades ago." Jun Lin's body was on the verge of collapse. He struggled to muster his last bit of strength and shouted into the speaker, "Grandson, I don't actually need cultivation to kill you and turn you into roasted quail. If you have the guts, come here and die." The system kindly reminded, "Host has 10 seconds before death occurs." Sweat poured down his forehead as his body grew weaker. Why does this stupid bird keep babbling on? Talking so much nonsense, if you don't hit me, I'll die. The system began the countdown, 10, 9, 8, 7. Jun Lin helplessly screamed for help in his heart. The Qingping Demon King, furious, gathered all his strength to unleash a move, shooting a pillar of light toward Jun Lin. "If you want to seek death, this king will turn you to ashes." Faced with the terrifying attack of the Demon King, Jun Lin was not afraid at all but rather extremely excited. At this moment, Jun Lin widened his eyes, a glint of light flickering in his gaze, and within his pupils appeared the image of a flower. The force measurement revealed that the host was under attack by an early-stage Yuaning enemy. Now activating the passive effect, the stronger the opponent, the stronger he becomes, receiving mid-stage Yuaning cultivation. Just a second later, a powerful force erupted within Jun Lin's body. His aging face gradually began to rejuvenate, and the wrinkles on his skin disappeared. Jun Lin looked at his invigorated body and wondered, is this the nascent soul stage? The system announced, "Of course, our system is very professional." At this moment, a powerful aura erupted from Jun Lin, emitting strength to counter the Demon King's attack. The two auras clashed violently, creating an intense atmosphere. A loud explosion echoed, shaking the ground around them. The Qingping Demon King was astonished by the scene, left speechless and sweating profusely. What is happening? Jun Lin's explosive power made everyone cover their faces in fear. A senior sister worriedly asked, Junior brother, is he still alive? From the explosion, Jun Lin stepped out with an handsome face, exuding an impeccable aura. He gently opened his eyes, looking at the brightly shining golden lotus in his hand, surprised. Is this the true strength of the nascent soul stage? No wonder it is the top fighting force of the human realm. It is indeed frightening. Qingping Demon King's expression stiffened for a moment as he stuttered, You are also at the nascent soul stage. He did not expect that the cultivation level of the other person was higher than his. Everyone was astonished, taken aback. How can this be? So junior brother is actually a strong nascent soul stage. It turns out that those years away were just to hide from others. He appeared to be a normal mortal, but he has actually broken through to the Yuaning realm. Junior brother, it turns out you are a fraud. People were amazed and began to discuss, Yi junior brother actually kept his skills hidden, this is the Yuaning realm. Unexpectedly, there are not many people in the entire Wasteland province, yet our Xian Tian sect has produced one. At this moment, Qingping Demon King was scared, recoiling and clasping his hands in submission. What happened just now was just a misunderstanding. I decide to resolve the conflict with your sect, and I will come to pay my respects when I have the time. Jun Lin coldly replied, you have destroyed the foundation of the Xian Tian sect and killed countless disciples of our sect. And you say to me that this is a misunderstanding? The system voice resounded, congratulations to the host for achieving cultivation for the first time, receiving a magical talent, a random reward from the system, the Great Wilderness Prison. Jun Lin smiled triumphantly and channeled spiritual energy in his hand, I will wipe out your entire clan, slaughter your sect. After it's done, I'll tell you it was all just a misunderstanding that I inadvertently caused. The pupils of the Qingping Demon King immediately constricted. The Qingping Demon King, unable to reconcile with him, was so enraged that he gritted his teeth and threatened, your cultivation is slightly deeper than mine, but the difference is not significant. Do you truly want a life-and-death struggle with me? Jun Lin did not want to provoke him, but if he assaulted him, he would definitely seek revenge. He pointed at his face and cursed, besides, a scum like you, killing countless humans, is not worth regretting even if you die. He was infuriated by Jun Lin's provocation and shouted loudly, you human, you pushed me to this point. Even if I have to burn all my inner Dan, I will drag you down with me. You have no idea of your limits. Jun Lin raised his hand high, creating a ball of energy. The corner of his mouth curled up, displaying a triumphant smile as he looked at him. The one who doesn't know their limits. Jun Lin unleashed his ultimate technique, the Great Wilderness Confining Finger, delivering a powerful strike towards the boastful eagle to teach him a lesson he would never forget. The technique radiated outwards, and the terrifying energy caused the Qingping Demon King to lose his composure. He panicked and shouted, what is this? Wait! Stop! Jun Lin, my wife gives this to you. I don't need my clan anymore. I'm begging you. I've just entered the Yuaning realm, I still don't want to die. The overwhelming force crashed down, directly shattering the rocky ground. In the next moment, there was a thunderous explosion. The ground shook violently, and as the dust cleared, only the blood-soaked corpse of the Qingping Demon King lay cold on the ground. Seeing their leader had been annihilated, the remaining demon beasts were terrified, turning to run in panic. The king is dead. We need to run. But wanting to run doesn't mean they could actually escape. Jun Lin slowly raised his hand, his entire body radiating evil energy. Want to run? He raised his hand, and a gigantic hand crushed the group of demon beasts. Finally, he flew down to the crowd, his hair fluttering, his presence radiant, and said, these filthy birds won't dare to disturb Xian Tian sect anymore. Yunlan clasped his hands, exclaiming, Yi junior brother, this time we are truly lucky to have you. I apologize, I previously thought your cultivation was wasted and completely collapsed. But I never expected you to have broken through to Yuaning. In response, he merely smiled lightly and looked at him. Su Qian Shui twirled his hair, chuckling softly, what are you looking at? With the demeanor of Yi junior brother like this, how could he have completely collapsed? Master Peak of Hidden Sword, Zhao Dezhu, was filled with excitement and said, that's right. Yi junior brother's humility is why he doesn't show off and silently protects the sect. Jun Lin breathed a sigh of relief, thinking to himself, this guy is good, knows how to imagine. But that's fine, it saves me the headache of explaining. Just when things seemed calm, a desperate shout rang out, report to the master. There's a great danger. An elder, covered in blood, was supporting a severely injured person and ran over pleading for help. The Wind Thunder sect suddenly came to seize the spiritual mineral resources of our sect. The disciples guarding them die a tragic death. Yunlan hadn't been happy for long when he heard the news and reacted fiercely, shouting, what kind of reason is that? The Wind Thunder sect usually has very good relations with us, right? How could they have the audacity to do this? Without a spiritual mind to cultivate, this is no different than cutting off our path to becoming immortals, it's pushing us into a dead end. Seeing this, he quickly said to Yi Jun Lin, Yi junior brother, I am preparing to lead the disciples to reclaim our resources. Are you willing to join me? Yi Jun Lin's expression darkened. He knew very well that the Wind Thunder sect was one of the 6 major sects in the Wasteland province. There had been many conflicts in the past, but they had still managed to keep things under control. However, now they were invading, clearly taking advantage of the demon clan's power to do so. This was indeed extremely sinister. Suddenly, the system announced, Mission check-in activated. Please complete the check-in at the Wind Thunder sect, and the host will receive an unimaginable reward. When Yi Jun Lin saw this, his mood lifted again. Oh, another mission. Anyway, I can meet strong opponents, so I might as well kill them on their territory and take them by surprise. Thinking for a moment, he did not hesitate to tell them to continue with their work, while he would directly confront the Wind Thunder sect to eliminate the root of the problem for everyone. Yun Lan immediately gave a thumbs up in agreement and did not forget to praise, Yi junior brother is truly incredibly impressive. Without wasting any more time, Yi Jun Lin set off as well. Everyone's eyes were on Yi Jun Lin, unable to hide their admiration. It has been so many years, and the Xian Tian sect is finally this strong again. With Yi Master Peak, we can become the leading sect among the 6 major sects in the Wasteland province. Cutting to the Wind Thunder sect, a group of people was whispering to each other, I never expected things to go so smoothly. After bringing the Demon King to the Xian Tian sect, we conveniently seized all their spiritual minds. We could develop into the top sect in the Wasteland province. But will that Demon King not come after us? Another person confidently replied, what is there to be afraid of? Don't you know that today the Wind Thunder sect invited a great character from the Immortal sect? With him here, there won't be any problems. In the main hall, Chen Yunhai was happily chatting with Mu Old Man. Old Man Mu, I heard that Chen Xiao, my son, has performed exceptionally well in the Immortal sect and has been accepted as an apprentice by a venerable master. Is this true? Old Man Mu, who was sitting next to me, slowly responded, Master Chen, I traveled here from Qing province specifically for this matter. Your young master has been valued by the giant Sun Venerable and has been taught supreme Taoist techniques. His potential will undoubtedly be immense in the future. Hearing this, Chen Yunhai couldn't hide his excitement. That's great. Does that mean my son has a chance to become an immortal now? Another person also excitedly said, Master, this is indeed a cause for celebration. At this moment, Old Man Mu took out a box containing a high-grade transformation elixir and handed it to Chen Yunhai. He exclaimed in surprise, a transformation elixir. Everyone below uniformly congratulated the master. With this pill to assist you, you will definitely break through to become a Yuaning cultivator. Chen Yunhai held the box in his hands and laughed heartily, haha, my son has great potential. Today is truly a double joy. After that, he turned to Old Man Mu to inquire about the matter of the Demon King. Mu Old Man also promised to quickly resolve the issue for him. Chen Yunhai, upon hearing this, looked pleased as if he had struck gold. That's wonderful. You've worked hard, sir. If it weren't for Mu Old Man pointing out the Demon King's realm this time, our Wind Thunder sect would have almost lost the opportunity to seize the resources of the Xian Tian sect. Suddenly, a loud explosion echoed from outside, startling everyone who turned their heads to look. Yi Jun Lin slowly descended from above and asked them, is this the Wind Thunder sect? Chen Yunhai, seeing an intruder, became furious and shouted, are you tired of living? How dare you burst into the main hall of our Wind Thunder sect? Yi Jun Lin smirked in derision. The young man crossed his arms and introduced himself, I am Yi Jun Lin from the Great Xia, here to kill all of you from the Wind Thunder sect. Everyone around felt the aura of the Yuaning realm and gasped in astonishment. The system then announced, check-in at Wind Thunder sect has been completed. Congratulations, host, you have received the Human King seal and the Great Void technique. Yi Jun Lin was quite satisfied with the system's skill and gave a thumbs up. Chen Yunhai found it hard to believe, is this person really a Yuaning cultivator? How could the Wind Thunder sect offend someone like this? But why does this name sound so familiar? He anxiously spoke up again, Daoist friend, may I ask why you have come to our Wind Thunder sect? Jun Lin coldly replied, what are you pretending to be unaware of? Haven't you clearly heard my name? Master of Misty Peak, Xian Tian Sect, Jun Lin. You all conspired with the Demon King to invade the territory of my Xian Tian Sect, a crime against heaven. Today, your Wind Thunder sect no longer needs to exist. Chen Yunhai was shocked to find he was facing an acquaintance. Jun Lin. So it's you. Weren't you ambushed and lost all your cultivation? How could you possibly have become a Yuaning realm cultivator? He was secretly astonished. Moreover, his appearance here means that the Qingping Demon King has been killed. The damned Xian Tian sect has hidden themselves well. In light of the situation, he turned to look at Mu Old Man, asking him about the current circumstances. Chen Yunhai was secretly pleased. It's fortunate that Mu Old Man is here. Even if it's nascent soul stage, it would still be like throwing an egg against a rock. The old man Mu was furious at that moment, his eyes filled with evil energy, growling, you little brat. Kneel down now, chop off your 2 hands, and I will spare your dog life. While I have not changed my mind yet. Jun Lin, upon hearing this, twirled his ears, showing blatant disdain. This old man. Does he think he is something worthy of me giving him face? Hearing this, the old man was immediately enraged, his entire body releasing a powerful aura that enveloped the surroundings with his might. The disciples of the Wind Thunder sect were panicked. Divine Transformation Realm. The pressure is truly terrifying. Chen Yunhai laughed loudly. With an expert at the strong Divine Transformation Realm here, that Jun Lin from the Xian Tian sect is definitely dead. He smugly pointed at Jun Lin's face. Jun Lin, although I failed to take your life years ago, today you won't escape. After you're dead, the Xian Tian sect will have no support, and at that time, won't it be easy for me to take control? Hurry up and kneel down to beg old man Mu for mercy. Who knows, you might still keep your whole body intact. Jun Lin also wore a sinister smile. The gaze shimmered with longing. Divinity, huh? Very well. At the same time, Yin Lan and the others had arrived at the spiritual mine of the Xian Tian sect. Everywhere, the corpses of the Wind Thunder sect lay scattered, littering the ground. Yun Lan was astonished. What? The elder of the immortal sect is at the Wind Thunder sect. The last surviving member of the Wind Thunder sect sneered contemptuously. He looked up at Yun Lan, laughed loudly, and said, do you think that without the protection of the immortal sect, we would dare to boldly invade your Xian Tian sect alongside those evil monsters? The elder came to our Wind Thunder sect this time because the young sect master joined the immortal sect in Qing province years ago. Due to his remarkable talent and successful cultivation, he is highly valued by the immortal sect. On the brink of death, this person still spoke defiantly. Although I don't know how you dealt with those evil monsters, I advise you to stop. Perhaps in the future, you can survive and then serve us as cattle and horses for the Wind Thunder sect. Seeing him chatter on, Yunlan swiftly killed him with a single strike and urged everyone to quickly head to the Wind Thunder sect to rescue Yi Master Peak. Su Qian Shui speculated, perhaps Yi Master Peak has the ability to deal with the immortal sect. But immediately, Zhao Dezhu shook his head and replied, it's impossible, because the elder immortal sect is at least a divine transformation realm cultivator. In front of him, a Yuaning is nothing more than an egg against a rock. Even if it costs me my life, I must plead with the immortal sect to spare Yi Master Peak. He is our only hope in the Xian Tian sect. At the same time, in the grand hall of the Wind Thunder sect, Jun Lin looked at them with a sinister smile. Chen Yunhai spoke up, about to die and still able to laugh. The people around also chimed in mocking. This little guy must be so scared by the divine transformation realm of Mu Old Man that he's completely dumb. With his strength, he probably isn't even worthy enough to carry Mu Old Man's shoes. Mu Old Man's face turned dark, saying, a little town cultivator from Wasteland Province like you dares to be insolent in front of me. Your Xian Tian sect is nothing but a nest of ants. In the eyes of the immortal sect, it's just dust that can be wiped away at any time. And you are nothing more than a blade of grass, not worth mentioning. He clenched his fist, angrily saying, since you have angered me, even if you kneel and apologize like a dog, I will still wipe out your entire Xian Tian sect. Jun Lin laughed cheerfully, calmly looked at the old man and taunted, come on, kill me quickly, stop talking so much. Jun Lin was excited, warming up his fingers, contemptuously looking at the Mu old man. What the hell is divine transformation realm? If you have the ability, let's do it one-on-one, whoever runs away will be the dog. The old man was provoked and immediately attacked, swinging a massive hand, suppressing it toward him. Feeling the powerful aura of the Mu old man, Chen Yunhai couldn't help but feel pleased. Jun Lin, the Xian Tian sect will still be a pawn in our Wind Thunder sect's game. At this moment, a ting sound from the system echoed, host detected to be attacked by an enemy in the late stage of divine transformation realm. Activating passive effect, the stronger the opponent, the stronger the host becomes. Gaining cultivation at the peak of divine transformation realm. A flash of lightning sparked in his eyes, and a more powerful force erupted from Jun Lin. Jun Lin sneered, is this all there is to divine transformation realm? He waved his hand, easily swatting away the old man's hand. The Mu old man was shocked, his eyes filled with astonishment looking at Jun Lin. Why are you at divine transformation realm? Witnessing this scene, Chen Yunhai couldn't help but feel excited. Why is this happening? It's just a small Xian Tian sect, yet it has a strong divinity stage guarding it. The Xian Tian sect is truly despicable, and they managed to hide such a move. How can a poor region like Wasteland Province have someone who cultivated to divinity? Furthermore, it's the peak of the divine transformation realm. The people from the Wind Thunder sect are trembling, their faces devoid of blood. In Wasteland Province, Yuaning can become a founding ancestor, helping a sect to exist steadily for 1,000 years without change, but a divine transformation realm has never appeared. Moreover, this little guy is so young yet has achieved the realm of divinity. How can that be? Chen Yunhai was terrified, sweating coldly, seeking help from the Mu old man. What should we do now? You must save the Wind Thunder sect. The Mu old man tried to remain calm, reassuring. What is there to panic about? Don't forget I come from the Qing province, immortal sect. The methods of immortals that I possess, he cannot even imagine. Jun Lin, upon hearing this, raised a friendly finger in front of the old man, not forgetting to mock. Old man, do you really think your skill is higher than mine? The Mu old man shouted angrily. Absurd. The skills of small sects like yours are worlds apart from those of our immortal sect. Saying this, the old man made a seal and unleashed his inexperienced, divine transformation realm power, declaring, let me broaden your horizons and show you the magical talent at the peak level of Earth grade. With a single move of Tai Yi's pure wood palm, countless gigantic hands surged toward Jun Lin. The surrounding crowd was astonished, their eyes nearly popping out. Indeed, it was the immortal sect. Upon making a move, they were already using Earth grade skills. Skills are divided into levels such as mortal grade, spirit grade, profound grade, Earth grade, heaven grade, and sovereign grade. In Wasteland Province, a spirit grade skill can already be a treasured item of a sect. Just how great is the gap? The old man, full of pride, said, little guy, to die at the hands of an old man like me is a privilege for a practitioner from a lowly sect like yours. At this moment, Jun Lin raised his hand to form a seal, snorted, is this just a trick, and you dare to show off in front of me? Jun Lin shouted, human king seal. The old man's hand not only failed to touch him but was also blasted away by his spell. Right after that, a tall figure appeared behind him, resembling an invincible war god, with terrifying power that made anyone who looked at it feel fear. The whole group fell into a crisis. What is this? What level of skill is this? Heaven grade? Sovereign grade? No, it can't be. Jun Lin raised his hand, unleashing a seal that shook heaven and earth. Not stopping there, Jun Lin also issued a command that suppressed Mu old man. At that moment, under Jun Lin's pressure, the old man was no different from an ant fighting an elephant. He was so horrified that he couldn't keep his mouth shut and shouted loudly. He tried to resist this terrifying power, but it all proved futile. Knowing he was no match for Jun Lin, Mu old man immediately shouted, wait, stop. For the sake of the immortal sect, please spare me, senior. But in response, Jun Lin coldly said, what the hell is the immortal sect? The young man repeated his exclusive phrase, if you do not offend me, I will not offend you. If you offend me, I will certainly dig up the 18 generations of your ancestors and smash them. Anyone who dares to come will face utter destruction. The old man Mu raised his voice in a threatening manner, if I die here, your sect will face the catastrophe of destruction. If you are the instigator, you will meet a terribly tragic end. In the face of this threat, Jun Lin showed no fear and became even more spirited. You're about to die and still dare to threaten me. Die. He swung his hand again. With a heartbreaking scream, the old man Mu was instantly crushed to ashes. At that moment, the entire Wind Thunder sect was filled with fear. Chen Yunhai, frightened, knelt down before him, Ye God Commander, it's all a misunderstanding. Our Wind Thunder sect is willing to submit and serve you as cattle and horses. Immediately, all the disciples of the Wind Thunder sect also knelt before Jun Lin, eager to follow him. But they were not worthy of being his dogs. Chen Yunhai, heavily insulted, was furious and gritted his teeth. God Commander, my son, Chen Xiao, is now the son of the immortal and has been accepted as a direct disciple by the esteemed immortal sect. Can you really afford to offend us? Don't harm yourself. Jun Lin had a sinister expression. Oh, the son of the immortal, is it? He stepped closer to the man and said, just come and attack, don't mess with words with me. This time, it was the Wind Thunder sect that invaded the Xian Tian sect first. I have already said, today you cannot survive. What I say, I can do. At this moment, the white figure appeared again in the sky, carrying an overwhelming aura, descending upon the Wind Thunder sect. A powerful surge of energy erupted, a terrifying force and immense power rolled out in all directions, flattening the Wind Thunder sect. In the air, a piercing scream echoed, the humiliation must be washed away with blood today. My son will definitely repay it 1,000-fold, 10,000-fold. The entire Wind Thunder sect was engulfed in flames, and that box also fell to the ground. Jun Lin was eagerly looking forward to the immortal child of Chen Yunhai. At this moment, several figures appeared in the sky. Jun Lin looked up, curious, could it be Yun Lan? At this moment, Yun Lan, Su Qian Shui, and Zhao Dezhu anxiously flew down to where he was, happily saying, great, Yi junior brother, you are still here. Jun Lin, with a calm expression, looked at everyone and said, if I weren't here, where would I be? Didn't I say I would come to wipe out the Wind Thunder sect? Yun Lan was worried, holding on to his hand. He hurriedly pulled him to run away, saying, consider yourself lucky. I heard the elder of the immortal sect has arrived, and it might be a coincidence that he is not here, allowing you to escape a disaster. We still have time to go now. Jun Lin heard this and waved to everyone, the elder I just killed. Yun Lan couldn't believe it and said, you managed to defeat an elder of the immortal sect? Isn't he a cultivator of the divine transformation realm? Su Qian Shui couldn't hide her joy. I told you, Yi Master Peak's strength is extraordinary, and he can handle things by himself. Yun Lan was still in shock from the shocking information, repeatedly saying, this? How can this be? Can Yi junior brother really defeat a divine transformation realm? Jun Lin smiled, patted his shoulder, and said, actually, I am also in the divine transformation realm. No more talking, let's quickly sweep through the Wind Thunder sect and replenish our resources. Yun Lan muttered to himself, so Yi junior brother is also in the divine transformation realm, it's truly hard to believe. At this moment, Zhao Dezhu picked up a box from the ground and happily told everyone that he had just discovered a transformation elixir. Jun Lin said that he would turn this alchemical pill into a treasure for the master to use, which would help him break through soon, and the Xian Tian sect would become even more powerful. Yun Lan happily agreed and thanked him. At that moment, the system announced, a suitable candidate for a disciple has been detected within a radius of 100 miles. It is suspected to be the leader of the demon sect, at the true immortal level. Does the host want to recruit them as a disciple? Completing this will grant an unimaginable reward. Hearing this, he was extremely excited, this is great. There's a new mission, and he can recruit a disciple. The other party is the leader of the demon sect at the true immortal level. If he plays his cards right, he could directly become an immortal. At that time, both Wasteland Province and even Qing Province would be invincible. Yun Lan watched Jun Lin's back. Su Qian Shui looked saddened. Although they were able to defeat the Wind Thunder sect thanks to Master Yi, they had offended the Immortal sect. She was worried about whether the entire eastern region and the Xian Tian sect would still have a place to stand. Yun Lan sighed and said, "That's right, the Immortal sect is incredibly powerful, not a sect that the Xian Tian sect can confront." Yun Lan went to call Jun Lin. Yun Lan spoke up and advised, "You have extraordinary talent, you absolutely cannot let your potential be buried here. It's better to leave the eastern region. When the Immortal sect comes to seek vengeance, we can just die together. As long as you are alive, the Xian Tian sect still has a chance to continue." Zhao Dezhu also agreed, "Master is absolutely right." Su Qian Shui echoed, "That's right, Yi Master Peak is a remarkably talented person, it would be a real pity if he were to die here." The disciples of the Xian Tian sect all shouted in unison, "Exactly, Yi Master Peak will surely carry our hopes and open up a new world, letting the reputation of the Xian Tian sect resound across the four directions once again. We will stand firm here, even in the final moments, we will absolutely not retreat. Yi Master Peak, you can rest assured and showcase your talents." Jun Lin was somewhat stunned, as they were not afraid of the strong and were pushing him to the forefront to save themselves. He looked at his sect united together and felt happy inside, a slight smile appearing on his lips. Jun Lin expressed his gratitude to everyone and reassured them, "Don't worry. Once we dare to take action, we will certainly think about the consequences." Jun Lin advised that any subsequent matters could be entrusted to him. After saying that, Jun Lin placed his hand on Yun Lan's shoulder, laughed heartily, and said, "This place is now entrusted to the master, just clean it up slowly, I have some important matters to attend to first." As soon as he turned around, Jun Lin dashed away and vanished into the world. Yun Lan looked on helplessly. The young man would always kill and then leave without a trace. Switching to a new scene in the bamboo forest, from the void, a figure dressed in red was darting through the bamboo grove. This person was Hong Qianyi. At this moment, he was struggling to escape. A cunning laugh echoed from behind, "Beautiful lady, don't run, let this Taoist have some fun." Hearing this, Hong Qianyi became furious, turned around and shouted, "Get lost, I've told you so many times, I am a man, a man." An old man chased after him, looking at him with a greedy expression, "Such a beautiful young woman, how could you be a man? Don't deceive me anymore." Hong Qianyi felt helpless and tried to run as fast as he could, his heart filled with sorrow and resentment. Indeed, a tiger that falls into the plains is bullied by dogs. He was once the leader of the Baihua demon sect, a figure who shook the central region. The Baihua demon sect was established from the true immortal realm, possessing a powerful force that dominated 100,000 countries with billions of devoted followers. He was in anguish, unable to restrain himself as tears fell. He never expected that his enemies had allied with many Holy Land forces, launching a large-scale siege against his Baihua demon sect, forcing him to desperately expend all his energy to fight his way out. Having tried to hide in this desolate land, he did not expect to find himself in such a tragic circumstance. The old man, with a gaze full of desire, shot needles at him, saying, "Beauty, why don't you hurry up and run? Otherwise, I'll soon catch you." Seeing this, Hong Qianye's eyes filled with evil energy as he directed his protective weapon towards the old man to block it. But as soon as the two sides collided, Hong Qianyi was thrown backward. He fell heavily into the bamboo forest. Hong Qianyi struggled to get up from the bamboo forest, coughing a few times. The old man was somewhat surprised, seeing that he was only at the foundation establishment level but could resist his golden elixir stage attacks. The old man suddenly broke out in a sweat. With such strength, could he really be the genius of a major sect? At that moment, the old man stopped his wandering thoughts and shot out nails towards Hong Qianyi. The nails pierced the ground. Immediately after, a terrifying aura emanated from the nails surrounding Hong Qianyi, restraining him. The old man laughed with delight and charged in. He, beauty of the Empress, it's time to end this. Hurry up and raise your hands to surrender. Hong Qianyi was furious. Damn old dog. The old man lifted his chin, leering at him. Pretty girl, don't resist anymore. My patience has its limits. Be good, endure a little longer. Hong Qianyi was seething. Unable to take it anymore, he pulled up his shirt, revealing his toned abs, and shouted, You old ancestor, open your dog eyes wide and see clearly, I'm a man. The bamboo forest suddenly fell eerily silent. The old man, looking incredulous, nearly had his eyes pop out. Are you really a man? Then did I waste my effort chasing you? Hong Qianyi helplessly pulled his shirt down and said, You see clearly now, I'm a man just like you, stop following me. But the old man said, Wait a moment. The old man's mind was also not normal. He slowly walked towards the young man, not letting go of the women or the men. Actually, men are not to be underestimated. Seeing this, Hong Qianyi was furious. He clasped his hands and formed a seal, his entire body emanating a powerful aura, cursing at the old man, Get lost, you despicable one, not even sparing the men. Even if I have to burn my inner Dan, I will not yield. Suddenly, fierce flames erupted around him. The old man changed color, having never seen someone at Foundation establishment create such a formidable presence. The young man roared, You bastard, you have completely angered me, go die. With that, Hong Qianyi, fueled by his anger, unleashed flames towards the old man. The old man felt the terrifying power, his face turning pale. In an instant, the great fire surged, engulfing him. He was in pain, spitting out a mouthful of fresh blood, screaming in agony. At this moment, Hong Qianyi, exhausted, collapsed onto the ground. Humph, this is what you brought upon yourself. He lamented painfully at the situation. Truly unfortunate. Inner Dan was about to break, he needed to quickly find a place to regain his strength before continuing. Suddenly, from afar, the voice of someone echoed, He, the demon's death is not unjust. You truly have an extraordinary background. This made him start and turn back to look. Hong Qianyi stood up in confusion, glanced around, and shouted loudly, Who is it? At that moment, footsteps could be heard approaching from the bamboo forest. A moment later, an old man holding a staff slowly stepped out and spoke, Little friend, don't think too much, I just happened to pass by, and I am not an accomplice of that demon. Moreover, I have a normal sexual orientation, so you can rest assured. Upon hearing this, Hong Qianyi clasped his hands and replied, That's good. If that's the case, then if we are fated to meet again, I shall take my leave. But at that moment, the old man suddenly rushed in front of him. The old man then revealed a sinister expression along with a strange smile, but compared to others, I find myself even more interested in the secrets you hold. Let me see what is in your mind that possesses such powerful magical talent. As soon as he finished speaking, the old man waved his hand in front of Hong Qianyi. The pressure from the old man forced Hong Qianyi to kneel to the ground. His entire body could not move, and his inner self screamed in helplessness, Is my path of cultivation really going to end here? I refuse to accept it, I truly refuse to accept it. At that moment, the surrounding bamboo leaves trembled lightly. Suddenly, a vague figure appeared from above, radiating strong pressure. The old man felt the power of the divine realm and turned pale, panicking, looking back, Damn it, could there be some mistake? How could a small area like Wasteland Province have a great power of divinity? Jun Lin appeared before the two, his gaze as sharp as a blade, fixated on the old man. The old man, seeing this, was terrified and stammered, Esteemed senior, please spare me. He is yours, I will leave immediately. Jun Lin coldly replied, A petty person like you does not deserve to live. With that, he raised his hand and shot a beam of light towards the old man. The beam pierced straight through the old man's body, causing him to scream in pain. Hong Qianyi could not believe his eyes, I lost a golden elixir, and now a divinity has come. Is it true that I cannot escape this calamity today? Jun Lin stepped forward to look at Hong Qianyi, muttering, System, come on, tell me, is this the leader of the demon sect or a true immortal level? Isn't this just a weak Foundation establishment? Are you trying to trick me, Ting? The system promptly clarified. This system is not lying to you. This person was indeed the leader of the demon sect in the true immortal realm, it's just that their cultivation has diminished. Ting, the killing intent has been activated for the host. Information about Hong Qianyi appeared before him. Male, top-tier talent with fire attribute spiritual roots, previously the leader of Baihua demon sect, a cultivator who saved lives and became an immortal in the true immortal realm, cultivation realm at beginner foundation establishment. Jun Lin couldn't believe his eyes. This handsome face belongs to a man. Jun Lin walked around admiring him, from his smooth white skin to his delicate features, the long flowing hair made countless girls who looked at him feel ashamed for not measuring up, to the point of causing gender confusion. Hong Qianyi felt suspicious. Why does this guy look at me like that? Could it be that he likes men too? Jun Lin stroked his chin, deep in thought. Although it was just foundation establishment, with his talent and previous experience, returning to his peak would surely be easier. Accepting you as my disciple would definitely not be a loss, he thought, then extended his hand towards Hong Qianyi. I see that your appearance is unusual, you are a rare talent in cultivating immortals. From today onwards, I have decided to take you as my disciple. What do you think? Hong Qianyi was taken aback upon hearing him say he wanted to take him as a disciple, and couldn't help but wonder, could it be that he has seen through the secrets within me and wishes to continue exploring? Indeed, whether it is a magic weapon or an opportunity, it is not the kind of divinity that can be imagined in the wild. Hong Qianyi's face darkened, revealing a look of disdain in his heart, and he scoffed, with such cultivation, I wasn't even allowed into the outside sect of Baihua demon sect before, let alone wanting to take you as my master.